Private companies are picking up a little bit of steam. We got Brian Hamilton here, the co-founder of financial analysis firm SageWorks, to tell us a little bit about his research. Sales growth has been picking up in private companies, right,
Very
Brian?
good. Yeah, at least for the last 12 months, solid, no question.
Now, what do you consider to be, these private businesses? They run. Give us the rough range of sizes in terms of revenue.
From zero to sales to 500 million to sales to $1 billion, all of them. Remember, for perspective, there's 26 million companies in the U.S., only 5,000 of which are publicly traded. So the vast majority of economic activity is generated by these privately held companies.
Right. Now, I have a buddy of mine who works in the garment industry, and he says that that talk in the garment industry, which is largely privately held, has been generally, over the past few years, miserable, very down, and lately he's hearing a lot of bullish talk, which is making him nervous. All of a sudden, when the private companies in retail and apparel start talking up, that should be a warning sign that things have gotten too good.
Everything's great. It's not a pig in a poke. It's really true. Remember, sales are up and margins are up, and these guys are doing well, and it's consistent. And it also, as you guys know, it overlaps really well with GDP data, which is also good.
Yeah, the retail numbers yesterday were good.
Yeah,
I'm just surprised.
Are there any private companies in particular that are just shooting the lights out, large ones that you look at?
Well, we basically look at all private companies, name blind, so we track the whole sector basically. But a lot of those sectors like retail, like you said, they're doing great. Construction, even construction is coming up, which is amazing. So there's this glacier-like movement of these companies, and it's going to the positive. It doesn't mean it's going to continue, but it's good right now.
What about hiring? What are the prospects?
That's the big question.
Because that, the private companies are the biggest employers, I believe, in the United States. And for a number of years, even though business has been okay, profit's been okay, they've been reluctant to hire. Are they biting the bullet, or are they going to wait till after the election?
Once burned, twice shot, right? So what happens is, it's like if we lost our jobs, if we got another job, the next day we wouldn't go back to spending tons of money, hopefully anyway, right? So what happens is that these companies get burned in a recession, and then there's a lag time, about 18 months, where they don't hire. Now, what we're seeing recently, is they're starting to get out of the gate and they're starting to hire, so it's good. Now 8.3% unemployment is still too high. We need to be lower.
Talk about energy prices.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Problematic. I mean, the Fed nodded to it. They said, yeah, we've got some high energy. We got high gas prices, but it's temporary inflation pressures.
But the fact of the matter, this is beyond our control, right? It's an aberration. We can't control that, not completely. So that's the big bomb out there. The national debt is another big bomb, right? We owe tons of money. So if interest rates start to kick up, this typical recessionary cycle or expansionary cycle where we get 4 years of expansion could be reversed. So we're not out of the woods completely.
We've heard for a long time, or at least the last few years, the complaint from small businesses, we can't get credit. A lot of private companies in particular can't get credit. I haven't heard that story recently, but is it still the case?
Well, that's good news actually, right? The more debt, the more cost you have. So, I'm not a huge buyer on that whole idea of credit. I mean, if you look at private companies at a DNA level, right, they don't want to borrow money. They really don't. You're talking about startups that want to get money. That's very different.
Yeah, but a lot of the folks in the retail and the apparel industry, the export industries, they live and die by their ability to get.
They need a line of credit, and even that's coming back up right now. So again, the private companies start generating sales, they start doing better, and then the banks follow and they start lending. But there's a lag time, and they are lending now. I mean, trends are up, so that's good.
So you're saying this 4-year cycle could be at risk? Is that just the function? That's just the fact that look, if we get a downturn here of any kind, I mean, what does the Fed do next time?
Well, they got.
What are they going to do? Money. We just get QE3. We get QE4.
Negative on me? Why are you going negative? It's a happy day. The weather's nice outside. You were outside today, Ralph? It's a nice day.
I'm always happy.
Come on,
I'm always happy.
You got an early spring here.
I just don't trust this recovery.
His point's well taken.
Do you trust this recovery?
Look, his point's well taken. Banks are not going to pay people to borrow. You know what I mean? So how much can they really affect this? So what really happens is sales start going up, things get better, the private companies pull all this stuff, and hopefully that'll continue. But the national debt is still the big bomb, and it gets ad hoc kind of attention once in a while by us in the media or in the information space. But we owe a ton of money. So if our borrowers start increasing rates, that would have a cascading effect right through all these private companies. It's a bomb, no question.
Yeah, no,
Brian,
it's bad.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us.